Hi everyone, it's Dr. Krad. What is this dark shadow in the periphery? What is that thin, dark crescent at the edge of the pupil? Can you guess what this is? Is it a retinal detachment? Is it negative dysphotopsia? At first glance, this looks like any other cataract surgery. This dark shadow in the periphery appears to be quite small, but as the case goes on, the shadow will get bigger. Today's cataract removal is relatively urgent. This patient had a retinal detachment and was on the table with the retina surgeon getting their retinal detachment repaired, but the cataract was too opaque and the surgeon couldn't see through it well enough in certain areas to confidently finish the retinal detachment repair. A gas bubble was placed inside the eye to try to reattach the retina, and they requested that the cataract be removed so that they can reassess and confidently finish the detachment repair right after. That shadow you see is the edge of the gas meniscus. It hangs out in the periphery since the shape of the cataract is biconvex. This prevents the gas from hanging out in the center of the pupil. But as the cataract is removed, you'll see that the gas will expand and move centrally. A flat lens implant will also allow the gas to hang out centrally. During the surgery, the intraocular physics are shifted a bit. The gas bubble is pushing from behind, creating posterior pressure. I want to keep the infusion pressure high to prevent the gas bubble from expanding as well. As I move into phacoemulsification to segment the cataract, you can see that it's fairly routine, so I will forward through the cataract segmentation and removal. The cataract is out, but now comes the most difficult part, the cortex. The gas bubble is now pushing the posterior capsule anteriorly. I've intentionally increased my irrigation pressure here to physically push back against that gas and to minimize the chance of that gas expanding and keep the anterior chamber from collapsing. But despite increasing the IOP, the gas bubble wants to push the capsule anteriorly. I'm having a bit of trouble keeping that bag expanded to safely remove the cortical material. So here I'm going to switch tactics. I'm going to use targeted irrigation to free and remove the remaining cortex. Increasing the infusion pressure or eye pressure can definitely prevent the gas from expanding, but it won't push it to the side. The gas is going to want to float towards the ceiling regardless. But turning the eye does improve my view. With a bit of patience, I'm able to clean the entire bag. I simply burp out the loose cortex from the main incision. Now it's time for IOL implantation. I'm generous with the viscoelastic to expand the capsular bag. The cohesive viscoelastic is pushed out at first, so I use some dispersive to kind of hold it in like a soft shell technique. I need this lens to sit perfectly in the eye, but with the gas bubble pushing the posterior capsule forward, I need to be really careful that I do not damage the posterior capsule during lens insertion. And I carefully rotate the lens into position. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to administer some myostat and give the patient a miotic postoperatively just to ensure that the IOL remains seated inside the capsular bag. This is why it's important not to have a capsulorhexis that's too large, because then it would be very easy for the IOL optic to be displaced anterior to the capsulorhexis. There's significant posterior pressure pushing the IOL anteriorly. Here I'm administering some myostat. I also spoke with the retina surgeon to let him know that I was concerned that the gas may displace the IOL, so that while he's in there fixing the retinal detachment, if he does see that the lens is prolapsed anteriorly, that he can just push it right back inside the capsular bag. The patient is scheduled for subsequent retina surgery in the coming days. Here is the patient on post-op day 1. Their lens is in perfect position. For the surgeons watching, are there any other techniques you would employ to manage this case? As always, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.